Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Oxygen Not Included with me, Murphy. We are currently looking to expand out of our current facilities to explore. We need some natural gas, natural power, so that we can produce some energy that doesn't require dupe power. But while I'm looking at it, I was looking at where we could actually go. And looking around, this is kind of an area that I want to open up and work my way down. There's something down here I can see, and I was just wondering what that is, because it could be something rather useful. So currently what I've done is I have moved and placed a bottle emptier over this side, along with setting this so that it can receive delivery of water. I've set that to a priority of 9 so it can actually receive water from this area over here. So that's kind of what I'm thinking of doing, so that I can actually make this my primary area to work with my water, that is basically. So I'm going to need to open this up a bit more so that we can actually store all the water down here quite safely without having any risk of flooding. Because there is a bit of space, so that's my idea anyway. So we've started tunneling along here just so that we can see what we can do. I'm going to keep an eye on the problems with the germs. So what I'm going to do, because this is going to be the floor level, this pump is kind of in the way, so I'm going to need to just work the way down slowly to the height that I want, so that I can go to menu floor. I'm thinking that I'm going to put this wall up, and to be perfectly honest, there's no harm putting that wall here. He says, so we block off people, which is just perfect. But the idea is that well, let's get these done first. The idea will be, oh dear, don't want you getting blocked. Not in a carbon dioxide area. The idea will be so that we can have a double lock in here. So any of this gas, which is over 1,000 grams, doesn't spread too proficiently or too peripherous or something like that into the rest of the base. So that's kind of the idea that I'm trying not to allow to happen. Believe it or not, it did make more sense when I was trying to do it than it does now. But hey ho, we'll see. So I'm going to put another double lock here. Get that prioritised while they've got space to build, and we'll pop another one here and dig that out. Perfect. Perfect. Right. All right. So we had a little problem on the last episode where our dupes needed the loo and we didn't actually have enough toilets. So I've got two things that I've been thinking about. First of all is to move this water over here. That appears to be a very, very slow process, but you know, that's the way to do it without actually opening it all up and just running it down. I suppose I could go and mop it up, but one of the new fixes, it won't allow you to actually go and mop the whole lot and turn it into bottles, which is a bit of a pain, because that would have been really, really useful. And then you could just sweep it to here to empty it, which would have been so easy. But no, we can't do that. I mean, here we can mop there. Let's just go and do that. But here we can't mop. It's a pain. So, oh well. We can actually open up this area as well now, because that has got a little hatch down there and it's got loads of oxygen, and we haven't got a great deal around here. I haven't accepted this new dupe yet because, well, I thought I'd better get a few things in order before I did that. It's easier to manage a couple of dupes than a shed load, especially when the toilets are causing problems to such an extent. Thankfully they're quite quick. Right, organics. We've got too much polluted in there. Let's leave that for our hatch to devour, and he will enjoy that. Right, okay, so we're going to be working our way down here. I'm more inclined to allow it to work through the hydrogen and the chlorine on the basis that I can see those. You can't see the visible spores from this slime lung. So yeah, so I'm inclined just to try and keep well away from that, just so I can open this area up and see where I can actually get through. Like here, I could get through without actually disturbing any for the time being. So that's kind of what I'm thinking and why I'm thinking that. So let's just work our way down. Don't want to go that far. We can actually dig out there as well, just so that it's the right height for the time being. Alright, we can dig out. Let's see if we can get more out of here. See what can actually be reached from this ladder. Be interesting. So let's leave them to that. Let's take those out as well. So the more space we get here, the more water can be transferred without any problems. Now I've got this one turned off because what was that? I spotted it. They pumped from here and dropped off straight into there, which was kind of defeating the object for what I wanted them to do. So let's just see how they get on. Looks like I've got some diver's lung in here. Josh, do you have diver's lung? No status. No. Okay. You seem to be able to go quite far, unless that's the new update. Part of the update is they can actually go quite far underwater, because that is extremely useful if that is an update to it. Right, okay. Right, okay, so what we got going on now? Let's just start taking this down. Actually, let's make sure that's a higher priority than this stuff, because I do kind of want them to take these out first. And look at that, because they'd already been... because they're already on the way to do it, they've and you're going to get yourself stuck. Great. Let's build a ladder there. Get that to priority 9. David, don't fall asleep there. Let's sorry, but we need... Let's get you out of there. Come on, David, get out. No! What are you doing, David? Move. Ah. Come on, get out. You nerdy. No, come on. Come on, get out. Move there. No. Move there. Come on, get out, get out, get out, get out. Whew, that was close. Just a bit of warning, when you have a red alert on, the dupes actually ignore the need for them to breathe oxygen. They carry on working. So if I hadn't knocked it off there, then David would have gone back and carried on working and died, and that would have been a stupid mistake on my part. So just bear that in mind whenever you are playing, because that can be a pain. Cancel that one. Right. Oh. Picture pest proceeds. That looks... Eh? Oh my life, that so looks like someone's face. That's unbelievable. If you look at it sideways, 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth with a beard. Ah, oh, dear me. Right, what have we got? Okay, so we have got a natural vacillator. So that brain there will transfer 1 more skill to any dupe that goes in there, but it'll only work once. So let's carry on digging. And as I say, I don't mind going down. Actually, do I really want? No, hang on. I'm going to need to open up to slime lungs soon anyway. So maybe what I can do is put a odor deodorant, an oxygen, a deodorizer in here. And set that to a high priority. See whether that can actually capture and neutralize any of those spores to stop them coming up into the main base. What's that? That's sand. Okay. So that gas will naturally work its way up, and this carbon dioxide will naturally work its way down. I'm not entirely sure which is gonna. I think chlorine is heavier. 1,000. That's the grams of gas. So right. Okay. Let's just get that prioritized. Just see whether that actually does anything. Yeah. Or I could actually just build a bridge over that so it encases it, which I might just actually do for the time being. So let's pop in. Alright, let's do that. Okay, so that should block in that slime lung if Noble Rambler didn't just go and walk through it. Alright, let's see whether slime lung has escaped. No, we've still got food poisoning. No slime lung there, which is good. Going into the actual tiles, which is actually fine. Yeah, I can disinfect those tiles as well, which is even better. Right. Okay. Oh, we've got an ice biome. Right, let's just work our way across. And see what we get over here. Because let's see what the... Oh, we can go into there. Excellent. Maybe the slime. Hang on, slime that doesn't have any disease. Wow. I'll have to get that slime. Cool. Excellent. That's good news. Didn't know that that was going to be the case. I thought every bit of slime would actually have some germs associated to it. Cool. Right, what's going on up here? Okay. Now this bottle liquid, this liquid bottler, I was under the impression it would reach down depending on where the water is, but I'm wondering now whether that's actually too far. So I might actually have to put another one in, just to in preparation. Yeah, you see. Yeah, there we go. That'll do for the time being. Cool. Get that prioritized so they can actually make that and continue that operation. because that is really, really important. Oh, excellent. So what have we got in here? So we've got our sleet wheat, perfect. A desk that does nothing, and a door that's locked. More water, perfect. So once this is done, we can actually just put mesh tiles across there, and we can remove this liquid bottler. So we can deconstruct and put those in there, perfect. Excellent. So at least that way I can get all that water out and into this section over here. Now, just spotted that they can't reach there. So that must be kind of the limit, which is fine, because I wasn't too sure about having only a, well, I say a single skin around that corner. But we'll see. We'll see. Cool. Right. Where are we going? Have we got anything to worry about? Nope, nothing whatsoever, which is good. We're keeping away from this slime lung. Oh, hang on. We found natural gas. Cool. Right, okay, so we're going to have to think about that, because that looks like it's actually in a massive open area. Goodness me, how much have we got there? Right. So how's the stress doing? These guys are running through that's chlorine and hydrogen. See, a bit of actually worked its way through now, which is a bit of a pain. We can, however, build there. So that's for high priority, just so that it gets made, and then we can take out those pieces of stone. I'm thinking that. Right, I'm actually thinking that, you know what? We cancel this for the time being. And lock this door, because I would like to get in place some sort of let's take those out and get that locked. Alright, because what I think I'd like to do is get some sort of filtration system in place for here, because we've got hydrogen, we've got chlorine. The chlorine we can use for the ore scrubber. The hydrogen we can turn into for hydrogen gas. As it stands at the moment, there's quite a bit there. So if I dig out here next, so here, do that as well, then we can access the top and work our way down. Slowly working. That's all opened up now, so we can theoretically just dig out here as well. Because what I'd like to do is create a second containment for the water, so that we can actually filter it and clean it up, and then dump it back into a clean water. That's kind of my idea at this moment. So we'll see what it can do. Take that lot out, and that out, and that out. Because what I could actually do is, thinking about this now, is open up a section here, build everything in here, so that hydrogen will naturally float to the very, very top. And that actually might work a bit better, or more effectively. Yeah, that might work. Just thinking it through. If I was to put it here, have a air. Let's have a think about this. So if I put my gas pump in the middle here, Okay, so let's do that. We want a gas filter. Rotate. Hang on. Oh, we can't rotate anymore, can we? Wait 1 second. Okay, so they have changed the control for rotate. It says no longer R, it is O. I don't recall that. So we're going to be filtering off hydrogen first, so that can go up there. And then we can pump the rest of it, which will be the chlorine, so that should technically fall down back into this area. Just thinking about this. If we put in our pipes, thinking about this, come on, think. So we need power, and we're going to need our straight 2. We're going to need some battery to contain that power, and we're going to need some thick wire that way. Plumbing, no, not plumbing, gas pipe, so we want that end in. We're going to need to close this room off again, just because this will have a serious heat issue. I really don't want that heat to disperse into the actual base. Alright, so that's now got power, hydrogen. This is hydrogen, yeah. So we're going to have hydrogen go out, and we're going to re-pump that air back down and into the room. Let's cancel one of those. Plumbing. Ventilation. So that's just going to go back. Oops. Right behind the wall. Just so that it's easy to control. We'll pop it back out. Actually, pop it back there. That's fine. Right, so I'm going to put in. Let's dig that out. We're going to need a power source just to get this up and running. That will seriously distress anyone that has to work in there. So we really need to get the doors in place as well. Let's get all that done. And all that. Okay, so that'll give us a little solution, short term, just if only gets rid of the hydrogen and stops that spreading through the whole base. That'll be worth it. Let's deconstruct that tile and pop in that gas vent on that corner. Okay. That can work as a temporary measure. Looking at this, the amount of chlorine we've got in here and the amount of hydrogen, we could probably do something with that. I mean, how much natural gas? I mean, we're at just 4,000 grams. I mean, this is 1,000. Sorry, that's 4,000. That's only 5 kilos. Okay, so that does look like it'll actually have some serious gas for us. So that'll be good. Chlorine sinks, doesn't it? So I could probably just do with. Yeah. Let's have a think about this. Okay, so we're getting someone to come and charge these batteries up. once there's a bit of charge in there, we'll be able to work with it. Temperature, thermal, lighting, plumbing, ventilation. Right, so that's carbon dioxide going in there at the moment, which should then go back down. We'll knock that down to 1. And Ada, you can go and do your stuff in there. Now, priorities. We need... locked that door, haven't I? Also. Right, we're going to have a little risk on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deconstruct a couple of these tiles, which will then allow that hydrogen to work its way up. We'll just open that up for the time being. That can then just work on that. So let's lock that door. Let's lock this one again. Perfect. So let's disable that building. Okay, so at the moment I'm only just utilizing the gas that can be sucked out and turn it into a bit of power. Roof, that's getting a bit loud in my ear. Turn it into a bit of power just to sort of filter the air in this area. So if I can get all that out, that will actually help immensely. If I can turn any of that into useful power, that's even better. Right, let me just pause that for a moment. So we've got some power up here. We've got germs. Oh my goodness me, I haven't done this for a while, have I? Let's just go and give that a little clean. I don't like food being, or beds actually even, having... Oh my life, how much germs are there? Right, okay. As I said before, this isn't needed, but it kind of just helps keep things ticking over quite healthily, and it'll also keep the dupes rather busy for a while I consider the next stage, so bear with me a second. Okay, so I've disabled the hydrogen generator at the moment because we were only just pumping around the oxygen. I've sent my dupes down to further expand this tunnel, first of all, so that will actually give us a bit more space and we can actually see what's really going on in here. Let's have a look, because I really need to see the extent of this hydrogen. Natural gas, so not hydrogen, natural gas. I need to know what is going on here. Don't really want to break into this biome or this one here, even though half of that is actually safe from slime lung. So I want to see how we can get away with that. So what's going on there? It's giving off gas, so oxygen, very unbreathable. Yeah, I thought that might be the case. And the rest of the base is pretty much unbreathable. Ugh, not good. Carbon dioxide is fine down here for these things. We could do with moving him actually. How much algae have we got? We've got 8 ton. Could do with actually producing some more oxygen. But the same was the way we used to in the previous series. But it's all about getting the right sort of space without opening up too much. I'm going to put in a few more storage compactors over here, primarily because we're running out of space for things to be stored, and these hatches are getting quite hungry and eating everything they can come across, so they're eating resources that I don't necessarily want to lose. So let's do that, and we can actually then take that out. Then actually see what we can do with what. So let's get that priority 9 as well. Okay, so you can copy those sections and to all those, perfect. And we can sweep the area to stop these guys. And let's cancel that. And sweep this lot out, so we can sweep all that lot out, which will be good. Because I could really do with building an oxygen supply at the bottom of the base without relying on these these oxygen odorizers. Put my teeth in. These algae deodorizers. Let's plonk him there anyway. Power. Get him wired in. It's a priority. Okay. Now I'm actually toying with the idea of using this hydrogen generator to power this liquid tepidizer. So look at the germs. We've got 9 million germs in there. So it's probably a good idea to start doing this. So it's not just wasting energy over there. So I'm going to put in my wiring. Power. That can be deconstructed. That wire bridge. No longer need it. This is going to look a little bit of a mess for the time being, but it will be worth it. I should be able to get to there, which is fine. Let's unlock that door. Now it's not ideal having the heavy watt wire. To be perfectly honest, I don't think I actually need that heavy watt wire here. So let's take that wire out and get that as a priority. Because that will that will mean that the decor effect in here will not be as bad. Yeah, look at that. So hopefully our dupe won't get so stressed in here. Alright, so that is set to 9 now. We can turn him on, enable. Okay, then we've got further down there. No, that's fine. Let's get that wiring sorted. Perfect, and open that. No, auto is what I want, it's not open. Okay. Not the prettiest looking wiring setup, but I think until we can understand what's going on a bit better, it's worth just keeping it as it is. So that'll be good just to get those germs killed off and prove it actually works. So this water's slowly working its way down, so it's slowly getting it over there. We could probably do with actually digging more of this out. I take that out. Eating resources. Ah, blinking X sweep. What? Oh, flipping heck. Daft flipping thing. Right, I'm going to need to get that thing out, I'm sure of it. Because I don't want that to start polluting my water. Oh, I'm so gutted about that. Well, I'll know for next time not to allow my hatches anywhere near. Can you actually sweep? Can we get that? Yeah, we can. So that's 2,000 calories. Ah, frustrated. That is not good. Okay, well at least that takes that little one out of the equation. If I open up this slot, should be able to get around here. Save them actually wandering all the way along. Food decay, oh, great. Polluted dirt, let's get that away in here. It's not, no, it's organic. There it is. Polluted dirt. I can also put rotten. Can I put rotting rock pile? Yeah, I can put rock pile in there as well. That'll be good. And then that will stop that spread. Can you get across? Yeah, you can. Perfect. So that means that guy can deal with that a little bit more effectively, which is good. And what's going on down here? Food decay. Oh my life. 150. Do you know what? I'm going to empty this. Put those as 9. Do you know what? I'm going to deconstruct it. There we go. Can't believe it wasn't actually. Let's turn that back up to 9. Deconstruct. Perfect. Right. Okay. So that's out of the way. So it's all in fridges. Probably could do with some more now. Thinking about that, taking out those. Actually, what's that? What's that circuit drawing? 1.1. Oh dear. Can't have those two. Cancel. Yeah, I can't do that. That wire will not cope with it. So that's now set. That wire is 1.1. That's 1.3. Okay. Do I have an inverter? Well, let's just leave that for the time being. Let's enable this. Let's enable that building. Get that up and running. That can then power here. So who have we got on running jobs? Power 15. Athletic 4. So Vapor and Ada. And we've got BU for you bubbles. Yeah, we'll leave that for the time being. They're the lower ones. So that should, if I disable that one and disable that, they shouldn't take any power, and we will then be able to power the tepidizer for a short spell. And they're very slowly working their way through this. What priority is that? No wonder. Let's increase that. What else is going on in here? Right. Okay. Right. Okay, that's fine. We can live with this. How are we doing on seeds? mealwood. We've got 53 seeds, so that's good. We're not in the realms of running out again. Alright, so you're going down and digging that up. Perfect. You're running that. Have you got enough power here? Right, do you not have enough? What's drawing that? So if I build and disabled, so that is only maximum circuits. Is that not connected? Yeah, that is. Why aren't you actually doing that? What's the oxygen like in there? That's a good reason why not. You can't breathe. Okay. Alright, let's just leave Ada learning how to run. And focus on this. Oh, there's our geyser. Perfect. Okay. So we've got some chlorine gas in there as well. That's 5 kilos, so that is maximum pressure it can be. Now, I can do two things. I can create a... I can put a gas vent in here to suck out all the oxygen. Sorry, all the natural gas. And that'll just start working its way and empty it out. But, whew, right, okay. I need somewhere to dump the water. Okay. No germs there. Right. Chlorine and hydrogen don't seem to be having that much effect on the dupes still, which is good. So I think that maybe I need to reconsider my options here. So that's actually heating this up. What's it doing to the germs? So there was 9 million in here before. So polluted water is at 49 degrees. We've still got 9 million in there. So as it heats up, okay, that's interesting. So we're at 50 odd degrees. There should be a level of when the actual germs are killed. So a temperature we need to get to. Oh dear. Let's disinfect. Okay. Be interesting to keep an eye on that. See if we can get rid of those germs in a logical way. Right, that's still not working. So I think we'll call it a day on this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe. And until next time, that's Murphy out.